a nice new tractor and front loader to play with, but so much smaller than our previous setup was. Hello and welcome along, and welcome to a fairly wet April here on the Old Stream Farm. We are going to be changing things up and changing things around today. I want to get this up to the shop along with a whole load of equipment. We're going to be selling a load of things off and getting ourselves a new tractor and something new to deal with everything in our greenhouses as well. So we're going to be transporting a lot of stuff up to the shop and doing that. Let's grab this. There we go. So yeah, lots of transporting stuff up to the shop, and once we've got that up there, we'll be able to move things around. I decided I'm going to get rid of this tractor. It has too many issues for me, and I think we can get something. Well, I think we can replace all of its functionality with stuff that is going to do much, much better in our vineyard. Now, my original plan here had been to sell off the front loader and all of the front loader equipment that we had here. To be honest, though, I don't think we need to do that. I think we can save ourselves a bit of money. So I was planning to sell off the front loader and all of the equipment that goes with it here, because we have the JCB Teletrack that we could grab, but that's 48,000. I think I'd save myself a bit of money and get myself a front loader. So we're not going to sell these front forks. We'll get those onto the other bit of kit when we get it. But let's have a look. How much can we make here? We want to repair this for 300. Yes. And then we're going to sell our tractor like so. The pack, yep, we want to sell that pack weight as well. But we need to repair all of this before we sell it, because we actually end up getting a little bit more back as a result of that. Repair for 21. Yes. The quickie, sell that as well. Oh, no, we want to repair it again. There we go. And that gives us a whacking great 48,360. We are going to have to borrow some money to do what we want to do today. So let's pop into here and see what we've got. So we're going to replace that tractor with this. I think the Schaefer 2630. This is a little front loader and should do us great. Will allow us to get back down the sides of our greenhouses, which is a really great use for it. So we're going to buy that for 30,000, and then we have to buy nothing else for the front loader stuff because we have it all already. What we do need now is to get ourselves a tractor, and we're going to be going and dipping into the brand new Antonion Carraro Pack for this, and we want to grab a tractor that is going to allow us to do everything we want, really. We need 70 horsepower to do this, so that would do it. I do like the TGF 10900R. That would actually be quite a nice one, and it's not that expensive. How much? We can put the front 3-point on it, which I think is a good idea. Wheel setup, we get wheel weights or standard. We can put a front weight on it. It might be wise initially. No GPS. I don't think this. No GPS on this. How much does that add? 15,000 anyway. And yeah, we'll go silver on the rim color. So yeah, that would be quite a nice setup. Not the tractor I was initially thinking of, but it would work well for us. 61,000 we need for that, so not overly expensive either. So, and it's nice and thin, which would be my worry about other stuff, because the rest of these are, yeah, a little bit too expensive really for what we want. So I think, yeah, we're going to go with this. So we need to get an extra 80,000, I think, to get all of the bits we need. So let's head back out here and we'll just go and grab ourselves a nice bank loan. And we are getting very close to the 500,000 at this point. We're up to 480,000. We've got 97,000 to play with today. So let's grab that tractor. Where have you gone? There it is. So, yeah, we're going to grab this. I'm not going to put the front 3-point on it at the moment. I don't think... No, we will do. We'll put that on there at the moment. We will add the front weights. We will also add the silver rim color and the license plate, because this is our third vehicle on here. 003 OS for Oldstream. In fact, no, this is our fourth. We need to go and sort out the number plate that we put on our third. Type 1, back only. Yes, okay. And buy it. There we go. So that then gives us a nice new tractor and front loader to play with, but so much smaller than our previous setup was. Right, this I need to go and get... Oh, actually, we've got no number plate on this at all. But yeah, we're now downsizing, but becoming a little bit more efficient and getting where we can set up the grapes on here as well. Then we are going to have to get something sitting up at the shop here so that we can load up our big bags and things like that, because otherwise we're going to have a lot of trouble doing that. Yeah, this has no number plate. So yeah, this isn't really roadworthy. So I'm just gonna get it back to the farm, I think, quietly and quickly. What we need to do first, though, is grab ourselves another piece of equipment. What have we got on the grapes that we're gonna need? We've got quite a bit, actually. So one of the great things about FS22 is the packages menu. So this tells me all the things I need for what I'm doing. We need this, I think. We're gonna need those later. Right now we need the Mercury 4000L. Oh, that is yeah, we're gonna have to hope that we make quite a bit of money, because this is 28,000. Okay, we are going to have to do some contracts. Might be time to get the... might be time to get the days going up to 2, because we're going to start burning through money soon, and we're going to need some extra cash to buy some stuff. Right now, though, I think we're in fairly good stead for what we're going to do. And we'll probably end up leaving this up here for now, so that we can load some stuff up and get things back to our farm. We want to get onto this. Start her up. Get it into gear. And look at that. I really like this tractor. It looks very, very cool, this setup. I attracted to this tractor actually quite early on, and I kind of dismissed it as one that I wasn't interested in. But it looks brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. There we go. Wow, that's only filled up half of this. We may not need more than that, so let's turn off the front loader. and get this back down to the farm so that we can get spraying our grapes. This, hopefully, is going to go quite well. Back down to the farm, and we have our 2,000 litres of fertilizer. Let's get this into here and see if we can fertilize these rows. I'm guessing we go every other row with this. Nope. That hasn't turned on. Do we have a PTO we haven't connected up? Yes, we do. There we go. Right. Let's try this then. And away we go. That is awesome. I really, really like that. Right, how many rows did that do? Out of interest. Let's have a look up here and have a look at fertilized. So yeah, that basically does 2 rows. I'm going to skip a row, come into the second one, and see if that does all of this. And see if we have any gaps. Because, yeah, it would seem weird that would just do essentially 1 row's worth. Let's have a look. Yeah, that... Okay. Looks like we need to do every single row, which surprises me. We're going to start off doing every other row, though, so that we can easily turn around. We've got space to turn around, but I want to make sure that I've got enough space to turn around each time, and then we can go up the field and back, and hopefully going to have enough fertilizer to do this whole field and get it done. The amount of space I've left at the ends is actually been just about perfect for what we're doing on here. So bring that to the end there, bring it round and round here and in, and yeah, perfect amount of space to turn around. And then activate it again and straight down the road. So yeah, brilliant. I'm so pleased with how well this is working. And this little tractor is fantastic. It's just doing the job exactly how I wanted. I'm glad I didn't get anything any wider, because we would have had a problem. And I was tempted to get the slightly wider, slightly more all-roundy tractors, but it would have been way too tight a time down here. Instead, we are looking fairly good and sitting fairly pretty here. Right, and 1 more row, and then we're going to turn right around and go all the way back. This sprayer does some really tight turns. It's absolutely fantastic. I love how efficient this whole setup is and how easy it is to work. Doing the whole vineyard thing on here is turning out to be an absolutely wonderful and very, very fun thing to do. It's so different to anything I've done previously in Farm Sim. So I'm looking forward to seeing how different it goes going forwards. We know we've got some cultivating and some mulching and things that we have to do between these. I'm never quite sure exactly what order I have to do things in, but that there is looking great. So we've got 1 more field to do. We have used very, very little of our fertilizer, which is brilliant. And it is 12:30. We still have a field of grass to plant today. So once we got this done, I need to go and hook that up, and hopefully we've got enough. Oh, hang on. How full is that? Hopefully we've got enough seed in our seeder to do that. And then look at how much lettuce we've got already. that is going to be our job for next time. We're going to have to clear out the lettuce once we get our front loader back down here. We are just zooming across this field with this this Mister Sprayer. It does seem to be covering 2 rows at a time, but whenever I look on the map, it's not quite. It's doing sort of every other row, so I don't quite know how the fertilization of these works. What I'm gonna do is go across the field twice. We're not using so much fertilizer that it's making a massive difference to do that. Yes, it means we use twice as much, but to be perfectly honest, that's fairly negligible at this point. And yeah, it's just doing this job really nicely. I do like this tractor an awful lot. I've said that a couple of times in this video so far, but it is just a cracking little tractor. Works so well for us. A front 3-point mower should work on here fine. They're not, I think it's like 60 horsepower we need for that. And we've got, I think we've got 98 in this tractor. A little bit more than I probably felt I needed, but it should be more than enough for us to do all of the jobs we're trying to do today. And going forward on the farm as well. The 100 odd horsepower we had, or the 170 horsepower I think we had in the Fiat, was more than we needed. Now that we're not ploughing anymore, we don't actually need the amount of horsepower that we had kicking about there. Now this is going to be the test. Is can I get everything turned around in this corner with that very large bump? Let's reverse this up. This small cab, very small cab. Right. So our end row is up there. So we want to start our journey back in this row here. And away we go. And so almost the whole way across the field, we still have 42% of the fertilizer that we put in here. So I think we're going to end with about 40%, which will be, well, no, we're not even going to go that low. We're going to end maybe with 41% at worst. So yeah, it doesn't take a huge amount of fertilizer for us to do our grapevines, which is brilliant news. We're just going to pop along here and do that. There we go. We should have enough turning space to get back out here and that way. So that's pretty awesome. We've got all of our grapevines nicely fertilized now. We'll go put this trailer in this shed. And we got this nice big lean-to here. Big worry I have at the moment is leasing our grape harvester later in the year, because if we have a look at, so we'll look in the packages because that's the easiest way. The Browd 9, it's 242,000. We definitely do not have enough money to buy that. To lease it, we don't have enough money at the moment either. So yeah, we're gonna need probably about 20,000 to do that. So we're gonna have to build up a stock of money in order to get that done. Now over here we have our cedar, which should go on the back of this fairly well. This is going to be a very bumpy ride though with this. So hook that up, lift it. Wow, it has not made the tractor wheelie. This has got such a low center of gravity that that's just mad. Not often I don't think I've ever used a tractor larger than, where the piece of equipment is larger than the tractor. Well, we have now, and yeah, we're going to seed some grass with it. So let's turn this on. Okay, that's connected. Yeah. And look at that. How crazy is that? That is working absolutely perfectly. I had my concerns as to whether this little tractor would work for this job. But it does. It works absolutely perfectly for this job. It's going to be a brilliant all-rounder, and having this and the front loader is going to free things up a little bit. It'll also make our Landy, our Land Rover, a little bit more useful, because we'll put that onto our trailer and use that to transport stuff about. As I said, the one thing I am going to probably have to do is have a front loader or a forklift or something like that up at the shop, because we can't drive our front loader up there all the time to load stuff up. And yeah, we are going to need to load stuff into or onto the flatbed from time to time. So yeah, I think it's going to be worth having a piece of kit just rented up there that will cover things like that for us, or just renting a piece of kit every so often when we need to actually get some stuff for up there. To be honest, at the moment we're fairly well covered. I think the only place that we probably will need to refill some stuff is gonna be our greenhouses, but greenhouses are doing well for a while, so yeah, we're not going to have to worry about having to get stuff onto the flatbed at the shop for a good while. We're pretty much set up at this point. I am rather glad I put the 600 kilogram weight on the front of this. It's offsetting the cedar rather nicely. Something I have noted as I'm driving up and down this field, there is no PTO on the front of this, so can't front mount a mower on it, but can front mount something like a front weight or something like that if I wanted to add more weight to the front of it. So it's going to have to be a rear mower that I mount on here. And we'll probably do a rear side mower, I think, to avoid the same sort of stuff that we had on... or the same sort of response and feedback that I've had on No Man's Land about trying to mount a front mower to the rear of my tractor. So, there are a few rear side mowers that I can grab and will work with on here. But yeah, it won't be a case of front mounting a mower on here because, as I said, there is no PTO. It's still going to be very useful. I'm wondering if our front mounted, yeah. So this defoliar does not require a PTO, so that is going to be fine on this tractor. It is just the mower that I had originally planned that won't be going on here because we can't put the PTO on it. So the last row of the main body of the field, and then we're just gonna clear this corner up, or clear this side bit over here up, and then go across the top of the field. I lift this up here. It's a bit fiddly in these bits. Down like that. There we go. Trying to drive on where we've already seeded as little as possible. See if I can match that up. There we go. This is really, really maneuverable, this little tractor. Fantastically useful for getting into spots and moving around as much as I need to clear things up. Yeah, I'm impressed by this. I'm really impressed by this. I liked this DLC pack before I started using it as much as I am at the moment. And now it's, yeah. This tractor is the one that I thought, oh, that's a really nice, interesting shape. And it's actually turned out to be a really nice, interesting tractor. That's always brilliant when that happens. We are lining up here. What we are going to need to do is go and clear out our greenhouses as well, because they are in need of unloading. Otherwise, we're not going to have any space for more lettuce, and means we should have a little bit of a monetary windfall next time with the lettuce. Hoping to make a bit of cash from that, and as a result get closer to being able to actually afford the harvester. I'm not sure we have anything else we need to buy. Oh, other than the trailer. We need to buy the trailer for doing the harvest. So we've got that for 16,000, and we've got the harvester. We might rent both of those if we have to for the first harvest. And hopefully the first harvest will cover the cost of those two and allow us to move forward. Because after that, we've got to start seeing if we can build up to maybe getting some more grapes planted. So maybe get a bit more land and stuff like that. So yeah, there's still a lot to do on here. But looks like we are nicely set up now. So to round things off today, as I said, we need to get some, we need to clear off some of the lettuce that we've got there, get those loaded up, and we also need to get some water in there. Now, I don't know if we left any water in this. We have not. So, lots of people screaming at me last time in the comments. You've got a much closer source of water. And that is actually by the sides of one of our fields. We might be able to get at it from this side. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go into the sheep field to do this. But we've got just here our own little pond. And yeah. In fact, I think that might be the old stream. With any luck, what we can do is just back this into here. God, this looks like a large trailer for this. And reload it from here. Oh, that's much closer. I've dropped off one load and found an easier spot to load up the second one. That is nicely done. And then we will have enough water in both of our greenhouses for them to do through to the next day. I actually don't need to worry about unloading the bits at the side. We'll get the front loader down here next time, which will actually be tomorrow. We're going to concentrate on these for the next couple of days, and yeah, we should be able to just store the lettuces that we have overflow, because look at all of this. How much are lettuces worth? So lettuces are worth, right down here, 1,718. Well, no, 1,818 at the moment per 1,000 liters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 32,000 pounds sitting here. That is a lot of money that we have waiting to be made. So next time, what we're going to be doing is getting those loaded up, bringing in some more cash, and probably getting some more stuff for our farm for going forward with it. I'm quite pleased with those greenhouses. Those are going to be a very nice money maker. For now, though, we're going to park this up because I think we're done for the day on the farm. We'll park our tractor in this shed, that just looks tiny in here. But tiny and mighty is what this is. We're going to leave this here for today. All that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.